I'm bored. Play with me. Hi guys. So I know I said I'd do the Judge Aaron Persky video, and I am, I promise. I just had to change some stuff. But a con's coming up next month in August. It is Otakon, and if you know Otakon, I will be there. I will also be going as Gasai and Lady Bishamon. So if you see me, please don't hesitate to say hi. I will gladly say hi. I'll take pictures with you. I'll do pretty much whatever you want within reason. So I'm doing 3 different cosplays this year. I will be at the DC shoot on Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m. If you want to say hi, please come by and say hi. It will be wonderful to meet you. And I will also be at the Noragami shoot on Sunday. I will be there as Blighted Bishamon, and I will have a Cosmo with me, a Blighted Cosmo with me. So if you see me, please come say hi. I'd love to see you, and it's going to give you all the feels. So, this is a pretty easy cosplay, and I did almost everything myself. But I thought I'd help anyone who wants to do this simple cosplay. It's easier than the whole shebang that she wears through most of the movie. So I'd love to tell you guys how I did this. So let me go through what I needed. So I got silhouette temporary tattoo transfer paper. The wig is from an Etsy shop called Lost Children. The shirt is a Faded Glory tank top from Walmart, and the shorts are some Floco women's compression shorts. And let me show you the shorts. They are pretty stretchy, and pardon my camel toe, I'm sorry. How unattractive. But yes, this is the completed look, and there's also a bra. My bra's in the wash because it stinks, so that's why I'm not wearing it. So, how are you going to recreate Harley? Well, I'll link you to the shorts and the shirt. I would recommend the men's shirt, though, if you can find a men's tank top. It's just, I only needed one, so I got the women's one. You're also going to want transfer paper for your shirt. I got this years ago. I don't remember where I got it, but I will link it to you. I think it was Staples. I'll link everything. I'll also link the wig and the tattoo paper. I'll link everything. So, you're going to take your shirt and buy it 2 sizes too big. That's the whole idea. That's why there are these ties in it. So, you're going to download a font called Anderson, install it on your computer, and then you are going to print it in about a 74-point font or whatever font you feel you like best, and mirror it so it comes out backwards. That way when you put it on your shirt, it will show up in the correct direction. So once you've printed it and you like it, you think it's good, you're going to put it an inch below the neckline of your shirt. You're going to iron it on, follow the instructions with the transfer paper. Don't just go haywire with the iron. Follow the directions, all the directions. It says wash and iron your shirt, do it. So after you've ironed that on, you can start cutting. The shoulder cuts start right at the word after, and they go up through the shoulders. I just did mine to the seam because I didn't feel like cutting the seam. It was more trouble than it was worth. And then 2 to 3 inches below the armpit, you're going to draw a line and start cutting, and you're going to cut 4 panels, and then you're going to cut them in half so you can tie them. And then there will be a leftover little flap right here where the shirt would have come together. You're going to cut that away. So after you've tied all these and you've done everything, you can dirty the shirt. I just put some dirt in a bottle with water and sprayed it. I also used some dark makeup and, you know, whatever I could really get my hands on. I actually grabbed some dust from behind my TV cabinet upstairs and rubbed it on the shirt. So that's all you need to do for the shirt. And the shorts, you can just dirty them if you want. You don't need to do anything to them. So next is doing your tattoos. Now, I got temporary tattoo transfer paper. There's also other ways to do tattoos that I will link you to, because you can also do them with tracing paper, and you can also do them, you can actually draw them on you if you are very skilled. So, I used temporary tattoo transfer paper, but if you are printing these, on temporary tattoo transfer paper. Make sure your printer can handle it. Also, print them mirrored like you did your shirt logo, and also make the backgrounds transparent if you're downloading photos. If the background is not transparent, the negative space, it will show up when you transfer the tattoo to your skin. Now, if you can't print them or you can't get your background transparent, there is one other option you have. You print out your templates, print them on regular paper, but still reversed and stuff, in the size you want. Buy carbon paper, and you can actually trace them on to the temporary tattoo paper and then darken them with Sharpie, color them in, whatever you need. That's what I did. And I will show you a sheet, and it actually turned out really nice. So this is just one sheet of my tattoos for Harley. Those are her leg tattoos, only one leg though. And I did the carbon paper method because this is actually the carbon paper package that I got from Staples. I will link you to the temporary tattoo paper and the carbon paper and tracing paper if you do the tracing paper method. That was the other method I talked about. I will link you to everything and anything you need. So, I also did a test sheet of the tattoos and they came out great. If you're going to do all the tattoos, because I'm also doing her abdomen tattoo, the lucky you and the dolphin, and the arm tattoos like the J and the armband one, you're going to need, for my size, for my proportions, I needed about 5 sheets of paper, and the brand I'm going to link you to only comes with 2 sheets per pack, so you're probably going to have to buy several depending on how many of her tattoos you want to do. Then, next, finally, is makeup. So your makeup doesn't have to be extreme, or it doesn't have to look like mine. You know, you can try to be as accurate to Harley as you want or not. So I'll tell you what I used and we'll go from there. So I used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer. I had to double check what it was called. And I will link you to that. So you put the primer all over your face. Then I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, the liquid foundation, in my skin tone. And I'll tell you how to lighten your skin in a bit if you want to do it that way. I also have this, and I'll get to this in a minute, and I also have this. So if you want to lighten your skin for Harley Quinn because you aren't as light as she is, you can use this after you put foundation all over your face. Have your foundation be a little moist, but not totally moist, like sopping wet. Just have it a little moist, and that's why I use the liquid one. So you're going to take this Neutrogena Shine Control, which is actually pretty pale. I don't know why it's so pale, but it's also going to make you very matte. So you won't have to worry about a shiny foundation face. But this is it on the inside. As you can see, it's really light, and it only comes in this shade. So you're going to take it and you're going to put it all over your face on your wet foundation, your moist foundation, and it will lighten your skin. There's also the other option where you take your primer and your cream. This is actually from Party City. It's nothing special. And you can mix them together and put them on your face. I don't recommend you use both of these methods in conjunction because it's going to make you look like a ghost. I know because I tried it. I looked deathly pale. I looked like I walked out of the crypt and hadn't seen the sun in years. So after you got your whole face made up, next you can move on to contouring. I love Wet n Wild, so I use the Wet n Wild Dolce de Leche contour palette, and I just contour. Make sure you keep your contour a bit light since your skin's going to be lighter. And next we move on to eyes. So the eyeliner I use is the Wet n Wild Kohl eyeliner in Baby Got Black. And I just lined my eyes since they were kind of washed out with how light I made my face. And I also use this to do my tattoos on the side, the rotten and the heart. So you can use your eyeliner to do those too. I recommend you do it in a pencil or kohl liner first and then go over it with something that you can set, like a liquid eyeliner, because if you mess up the liquid eyeliner, you can't really fix it. This is a lot more forgiving. Then you can then you're going to just curl your lashes and use mascara. I use the Rimmel Scandal Eyes. I've had this forever. I probably shouldn't be using it, it's really old. But do a couple coats of this so your lashes stand out, because I lined my eyes really dark and then I smudged it. I tried to give her like a sleeping on the floor bags look and it didn't necessarily work, but that's okay. So make sure you can see your lashes, and if you want to darken your brows, you can. And then I moved on to my lips. I used Velvet Lippy in, gosh, Lolita, of course. Japanese cons. So I actually got this from a mall, a store in the mall that sells wigs and wig caps and stuff. So that's your makeup. And that's about it. So just a few disclaimers. I would recommend this for warm cons only, summer cons, spring cons, early fall if where you live permits it. Otakon is in August, so that's why I'm wearing it. It's going to be really hot, it's going to be really gross, it's going to be really sweaty, but I won't like die of heat stroke in this. Also, I recommend that you wear shoes with this. A lot of cons don't let you in with shoes. I'm sorry, without shoes. Wear shoes with this. But it doesn't have to, you don't have to wear like thigh-high boots or anything. You can actually just wear shoes you can quickly kick off for pictures, or, you know, whatever they need you to kick them off for. Next, if you're bringing a weapon, if you're bringing Harley's gun or anything, always go to your prop check, because they can kick you out. They also reserve the right to inspect your prop if they feel they need to. Also, if you're drawing on your tattoos because you're very artistically inclined, always remember a setting powder. This actually does work as a setting powder too. You can also use regular setting powder, translucent powder, whatever you need. Also, mostly just have fun with it. It's a pretty easy cosplay if you know how to do everything, and it's not a problem. I'll also link you to a regular Harley wig without the colors at the end, and I will also be doing a tutorial for Lady Bishamon, her blight. So I will do that soon, and I will see you all in the next video later.